So, Grandpa, how's the new boat?
It's a boat. It floats.
I hear it's beautiful. When are you gonna let me take her out?
Now, Logan, you don't have the best track record when it comes to boats.
Only other people's boats. Our boats are very safe.
We should do a summer trip. Maybe hit the Amalfi Coast again. All of us. Rory, Josh, you, me.
Dad.
Maria,
Yes, sir.
it's too hot. Bring me a salad.
I'll be right back.
What?
Mom's a stress smoker.
I don't understand why everyone's so upset. Josh seems fine.
Oh, the Huntsbergers aren't interested in fine.
Shira,
Yes, Dad?
what time did Mitchum say he'd be here?
I don't know. He didn't say.
Well, this is ridiculous.
Please, Dad.
We're all just going to sit around this table and pretend there's nothing going on?
Let's just wait for Mitchum.
There are serious matters to be discussed here. This is an important family. Marrying into it is important business. But no, we can't discuss this until Mitchum gets here.
What is this? Go away.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have to jump in here. Grandpa, we all respect you and Mom and Dad, but the bottom line here is Honor has to be happy. Now, if she loves Josh, then...
Logan, I appreciate you defending me, but I can take it from here. Mom, Grandpa, I had hoped that you would be happy for me, but obviously that's not going to happen. You didn't even let me announce it to you before you formed your opinion, and I'm sorry you feel the way you do, but Josh and I made it official last week. We are engaged now, and no matter what you say, we are going to get married in June.
Well, of course you're going to get married. You've been dating for 3 years, and I already put a hold on the Japanese tea garden for next spring.
Oh, well, that sounds great. Thank you.
So we should celebrate then.
We'll celebrate when we've finished our discussion.
Which discussion?
The discussion about unsuitable people marrying into this family.
What?
I'll be right back.
You should know better than this, Logan. I know you like to joke around and tease us, but I always thought at the end of the day, you understood what your responsibilities to this family were.
Mom, I suggest you come back in here right now.
Logan, you just haven't thought about this. I mean, I'm sure Rory understands. She wants to work. Isn't that right, Rory? Emily's always talking about you wanting to be a reporter and travel around doing this and that. A girl like Rory has no idea what it takes to be in this family, Logan.
Oh, my God.
She wasn't raised that way. She wasn't bred for it. And this isn't at all about her mother. It's just you come from two totally different worlds.
It would never work. Not for you, and certainly not for us.
Okay, this conversation is going to end right now. I am not going to sit
You
here
are
and-
going to be taking over this company. That's what you are going to be doing. And when you do, you're going to need the right kind of person at your side. This isn't college, Logan.
And whatever happened to that Fallon girl? I loved her. Do you talk anymore?
No, we don't talk. We never talked. You talked.
Oh, what a shame. I just loved her.
Okay, let's go.
Logan, you have to understand. You bring this girl home without any warning at all, and Honor tells us you're calling her your girlfriend. We have to take that seriously. Logan, come back here.
I don't understand.
They're psychotic. What more is there to understand?
But why don't they think I'm good enough?
Rory.
I mean, I'm a Gilmore. Do they know that? My ancestors came over on the Mayflower.
Don't try and analyze it. There's no rhyme or reason.
I had a coming out party. I went to Chilton and Yale. And why are they okay with Josh? I mean, he doesn't even say anything. At least I noticed the Velasquez.
Josh isn't marrying the heir of the Huntsberger fortune. You are. I gotta get out of here.
Logan! Perfect. Did they start dinner? And is it some sort of precious fish dish? Because I'm dying for a steak. You're Rory, I assume. Heard a lot about you.
We're leaving.
What? Why?
You know why.
Had a long day, Logan. Don't want to play games. Is dinner over?
No. The Huntsberger family Shanghai is over. Dinner, however, is still going on.
Oh, okay. What happened? I don't know. Why is your mother smoking?
We have to go. I'm sure they'll fill you in on everything.
It was nice to meet you.
So, okay if I just drop you here?
Drop me here?
Yeah, lights are on. Paris is home. I've had about all the crazy I can for one evening.
Okay, sure. You know, we don't have to go in. We can go get something to eat.
I'm not hungry.
Okay?
I just want to walk a little, clear my head.
Okay.
I'll call you later.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow.
He came to me, Grandma, and he asked if he could do anything, and
This really isn't necessary.
I let him pay for Yale. He's my father.
You know something I don't, Mom?
How convenient that he's her father now.
Perhaps your father can reimburse me for the 5 cases of scotch I had to send the man in the bursar's office.
I'm sure he'd be happy to.
You know what else I find amusing?
Reno 911.
I find it very amusing that Christopher is suddenly such a wonderful person.
Mom?
It seems to me that when I was in cahoots with him, everyone thought that I was a villain. And now suddenly you're in cahoots with him, and that's perfectly fine.
Please don't say cahoots anymore. It's disturbing.
You're being a little hypocritical, don't you think?
No, I don't. You were trying to break Luke and me up, and I'm trying to put Rory through college.
Rory was already being put through college by us.
That's right.
I didn't want you to pay for it anymore.
There. There it is.
So you went to Christopher?
He came to me.
Oh, please. You just wanted to hurt us.
By taking money from my father?
Yes, exactly.
I've had enough of this. I'm going back out to touch up my moonscape.
I have some work to do.
Fine, I have to go anyhow.
Hey! This is not gonna happen. You're not going back out to your moonscape, you're not going back to work, and you're not going home. Now, we all agreed to have Friday night dinner, and we're here, and I smelled dinner. And yes, apparently there are some issues to be worked out, but no one, and I mean no one, is leaving here until we do.
Things were out of control.
Not the point, simply. Not that
It is completely...
Rory, do not cut your grandmother off.
Well, I'm just saying
you
that
come running to us, begging us to take you in because you can't possibly deal with your mother.
that's not what happened.
We take you in, we pay to redecorate a pool house so you can have a place all your own.
I did not ask you to do that.
You accepted it. You did not turn it down. I didn't hear you saying, Grandma, stop. I didn't see you throw yourself at the decorators while they were putting up your very expensive wallpaper. And then when you decide you don't like how things are going, you leave.
With no notice, by the way. And you leave 2 strange boys in our house unsupervised.
We're missing 2 picture frames, by the way.
Colin and Finn did not steal your picture.
Do not raise your voice to your grandmother.
I never realized how spoiled you were, Rory, but I guess that's to be expected. Only children are always spoiled.
I'm sorry I didn't leave a note.
My, that sounds heartfelt. Doesn't that sound heartfelt, Richard?
Well, I've never been more touched in all my life.
I apologize you don't believe it. I try to defend myself and you don't want to hear it. So apparently, there's nothing I can do here.
Oh, there's plenty you can do.
What can I do?
Well, first of all, you can admit what you've done. You can apologize.
I was just trying to apologize.
Cut her some slack, Mom. Rory was going through something terrible.
Life is full of terrible things, Lorelai.
She was emotional. When you're emotional, you don't think clearly. I remember a woman who tried to buy a plane when her granddaughter moved out.
I tried to timeshare a plane. It is in no way even close to the same thing.
I've never been so happy to see a salad in my entire life. Ugh, I can't believe what I'm hearing.
If we'd known the extent of the issue, we might not have taken Rory in.
I tried to tell you.
You did not.
I came here and I told you exactly what happened with Mitchum and you didn't want to hear it.
I don't remember that.
I don't either.
The Huntsbergers told her she wasn't good enough, and Mitchum told her she didn't have it. He what? Yes, and now she's dropped out of Yale, but between the 3 of us, we can knock some sense into her. Of course we'll help you. This is not happening. I'll call Charlie Davenport tomorrow. Thank you guys so much. Just thank you. And scene. This is a really good sorbet.
I know, isn't it? Teresa made it herself.
Mango?
Passion fruit.
Delicious.
It certainly is. What are you thinking? Buying an airplane.
I didn't buy it. I looked at it.
Well, what were you doing looking at a plane?
I can look at a plane if I want to look at a plane. So I lead her over to the good table, smiling like we're the best friends in the world. And I tell her, Shira, you don't think Rory is good enough to be in your family. She is. We are just as good as you are. After all, you are nothing but a 2-bit gold digger. And how you managed to bag Mitchum, I will never know.
You did not.
Oh, yes, she did.
I told her Mitchum still plays around.
Oh, no. Tell her exactly what you said.
What did I say?
About her weight going...
Oh, yes, I got it. I told her, Mitchum still plays around, you know. Well, of course, you know, that's why your weight goes up and down 30 pounds every 3 months.
Ruthless woman.
I bow to the foot of the master.
I only wished I'd remember to call her a cocktail waitress.
Ooh, that's my mother's version of the C word.
You have no right to talk to Twinnie Halpern or anyone else in the DAR. That is my organization.
I'm not quitting.
Oh, yes, you are.
So, how's Luke?
He is a kid. We were 16. We didn't want to get married.
When you get pregnant, you get married. A child needs a mother and a father.
Oh, my God. Well, I think we've officially reinstated Friday night dinner.
Do you take any sort of physical education?
Not this semester.
But eventually you will take some sort of physical education.
I'm not sure.
But trust me, the minute she decides to run after a ball and take a public shower with 30 other girls, you are getting a call.
Well, thank you.
Dinner's ready.
Sarah, 1 minute, please.
Yeah?
I told you we eat dinner at 7. And right now it's 6:30. Therefore, one could conclude that maybe it's just a tad early for dinner.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We walk to eat at 7.
But the food's ready now.
Okay, never mind. We'll eat. We're eating. Up, up. Let's go. It's fine. It's better. Then we can all be in bed by 9. Sit down.
Mom, tell us what is up right now.
What is up with what?
With you, with her, with you and her.
Well, she's new, Lorelai. She's only been here 3 days. She's still getting the hang of things. I think it's only fair to give the woman a chance. Why are you staring at me?
Mom, you've had maids deported who were better than her.
I have not.
Talk.
Your father made a crack the other day about my not being able to keep a maid. Of course, it's a gross exaggeration. Yes, I've had maids I haven't liked, but I've also had maids I've loved.
Name one.
Dea.
Who?
You remember she took you shopping once.
How old was I?
I don't know.
Guess.
4 or 5.
Mom, you haven't liked a maid since I was 4 or 5?
I have liked a maid. You asked me whom I've loved. I loved Dea.
And whatever happened to Dea?
Oh, how should I know? But I loved her.
Okay, so salad?
Thank you, Sarah.
Oops, big bell.
Sarah, the salad. Sarah. Pass the wine, Lorelai.
You want a straw with that?
You're enjoying this?
Well, yeah.
Laura, I need to talk to you.
Chris, what are you doing here?
You won't return my calls.
Did you do this?
I knew you'd be here.
I did not do this.
You gave me no choice.
After I told you to just stay out of it.
Lorelai, I did not do this.
You have to go.
I'm not going until you talk to me.
Christopher, Lorelai, come back here.
Why won't you call me back?
Hey, there couldn't be a worse time to have this conversation.
Really? Because it seems to be the only time to have this conversation.
Look, go home, okay? I promise I will talk to you tomorrow.
Well, sure, I believe that.
Hey, I've never lied to you. There's no reason to doubt my word.
Really, 45 unreturned phone calls isn't a reason?
No, it isn't.
You shutting me out like this is wrong.
I'm not discussing this with you here in my mother's house.
You don't get to dictate this. I need to talk to you. You won't call me back, and I did what I had to do. And I'm sorry. But after all we've been through, especially over these last few months, you shutting me out is wrong. And you know what hits me the hardest, Laura?
Apparently it isn't the door on your way out.
You keeping Rory from me.
What?
I never, ever thought you'd do that.
I'm not keeping Rory from you.
Oh, really? Then why hasn't she called me back, huh? I mean, no matter where you and I have been in our lives, my daughter has always called me back, until now.
Hey, listen to me.
I didn't call you back because I didn't want to. Me. Mom had nothing to do with it.
Okay, honey, calm down.
You promised me. You promised me at Suki's wedding that this was going to work, that you were going to be there. You promised me.
Honey, please understand.
No, I always understand, and I don't want to understand. I don't even really want to talk about this right now. I've got Mom. That's all I need. Go be somebody else's dad.
Don't say that.
I'm going upstairs. Call me when he's gone.
She did not get there by herself.
Hey, have you ever met your daughter? She could get anywhere by herself. She could get to the 3rd dimension by herself. She was helping the crossing guard when she was 4.
I'm going to talk to her.
No, you're not. She wants to be alone and cool off. Respect that. I'll talk to her later.
You'll talk to her, great. That makes me feel a whole lot better.
You need to leave. Right now.
This isn't right. She needs her father.
I know she needs her father. I've been telling her she needs her father. But she feels like her father bailed on her and she's mad and hurt and I can't change that in 3 minutes.
Do you think I like this situation?
Oh, God.
Do you? I mean, after what you and I had going and now...
Chris, do you remember why we're here right now? What event in your life caused this very pleasant moment we're sharing?
That has nothing to do with this.
Oh, what? Chris, man, what do you want from me?
I want to talk.
About what?
I don't know. I don't like how things are.
But that's how they are.
I didn't want things to turn out this way.
But they did turn out this way.
But I didn't want that.
Christopher, is Sherry still pregnant?
Of course she is.
Are you still with her?
Yes.
Are you gonna marry her?
Yes.
Then, honey, we are where we are. Accept it.
I can't.
Don't you understand that I can't talk to you because it hurts? Talking to you really hurts. Standing here right now is killing me, okay? Don't you understand that?
Christopher, I think you'd better go now.
Emily,
Leave now, please.
You know, you need a mask and a horse when you do that.
Something's burning.
How are people? Are people good?
Yeah, people are good. People are, Your mom and I are engaged.
Engaged?
Yeah.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So I guess I'm gonna go. Thank you for the coffee.
What the hell has gotten into you?
I told Rory we were engaged.
What? How? Where?
She came into the diner last night. It was awkward and stupid. I ended up telling her we were engaged.
Why? Why would you do that?
Why? Because she had the face.
What face?
The Rory face. You know the face.
Yes, but Luke, you have to ignore the Rory face.
That's easy for you to say.
You shouldn't have told her.
Yeah, you should have told her.
No, she's not being told anything, so neither of us should have told her.
But if one of us isn't going to tell her more, then I'm the one that shouldn't.
Right, meaning not you. I should have told her.
Then we're in full agreement. You should have told her.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
But you said it and I agreed, so I win.
How do you win?
Because I have the high ground. That gives me the upper hand on anything you got.
Luke.
Something's wrong with this thing.
There's nothing wrong with that thing.
Luke, Rory started this. And right now, we are not talking. Remember, tough love, I'm on a path here.
She would have seen it in the paper eventually.
Seen what?
Our engagement.
How would it have ended up in the paper?
I don't know. She'd open up the paper to the back, and there's these stupid pictures of a guy and a girl. Bill's a chiropractor, Nancy's a teacher. They met square dancing. They're on their honeymoon in Florida, and they got these smiles on their faces like their lives are gonna work out the way they dreamt or something. Suckers. Those things.
You played right into her hands. You can't do that. She can't just play on our emotions. She has to undo what she's done, get out of my parents' house, go back to school.
Fine, maybe I shouldn't have told her anything. Maybe I should have kicked her out, ignored her, whatever. But you gotta understand something. I'm in the middle. Yeah, she's your daughter, but I'm in the middle.
I know. You are in the middle.
Good, because you've been acting like you don't know, like you're alone in this or something.
I know.
And I know you don't want my opinion on this, but you're both being dumb, and you should be talking. There. I won't say anything more about any of this again, ever. TJ, the screw's not going in right because you got the drill on counterclockwise. It's righty-tighty, lefty-loosey.
I gotta remember that.
All right, I gotta get back to work. We're gonna be done with what we're doing here today. We won't be here tomorrow.
Luke.
We're okay.
Good.
Nice catch.
What's the problem?
We're gonna need another thing of bags for this next stretch.
Well, then you're gonna have to check back on the bus.
Thanks for nothing.
Repaying your debt to society, I assume.
That's what this is.
System already hardened you?
So I guess congratulations are in order?
So how are things at the new digs?
You guys set a date yet?
Grandma redecorate the pool house yet?
Be sure to send me a picture.
Be sure to send me a change of address card. Grandma can print them out for you with a little fleur-de-lis.
I'm not supposed to be talking to outsiders.
Fine.
You and Luke getting engaged and not telling me about it, you hurt me.
Back at you.
Hello, won't you come in?
All right. Thank you. What are you doing here?
I was sent to open the door like a servant.
What? Where's Lorelai?
I don't know. She doesn't keep the help informed.
She's not here?
No, I am here. I am here and not at the Dragonfly Inn, which I theoretically run when I'm not busy answering doors like Benson.
I don't understand. You gave her my message?
I gave her your message and she told me to come over here and let you in, like I'm a puppy fetching slippers and giving my puffer a liver treat.
But I don't... Did she leave anything for me?
She left me.
But I can't... Well, this is absolutely incredible. Does she think this is a funny thing to do? I drive all the way from Hartford. She did nothing. Nothing's packed, nothing's ready to go. Where are Rory's good clothes?
I don't know, but I will continue to search for them frantically.
Are you just going to sit there?
I was instructed to stay until you leave.
Like I need to be watched. Like I'm a meth head stealing a television set to support my habit. Well, this is completely unacceptable. Rory needs something to wear to court.
I'm sorry, if you're talking to me, you'll have to do it in woofs.
You've been working with my daughter way too long.
Don't I know it?
Lorelai, it's your mother. I want to thank you for the lovely little surprise you gave me this morning. I can't wait to tell the girls at the club all about it. I mean, they're always bragging about their daughters did this and their daughter did that. Well, finally I get to go in there and say, oh, really? Well, today my daughter invited me over and then didn't show up. And then she had me watched by a surly, barking Frenchman so that I didn't steal anything.
I didn't invite you over, Mother.
Top that, ladies. This was unforgivable, Lorelai. Disgraceful behavior, even by your standards. And since I assume you've torn up all of my notes, I will read them to you. I made copies. Dear Lorelai, I was shocked and saddened by your decision not to be at home when I came by for Rory's things.
My God. There, that's all of her stuff. You happy?
Lorelai, you scared me half to death.
Yeah, well, follow through. It's always been my problem. Oh, well. So we've got clothes, books, stuffed animals. I even checked the laundry to make sure nothing was waiting to be washed. Okay, we good?
What do you mean, barging in here in the middle of the night? Are you crazy?
Mom just seemed extremely concerned about getting the rest of Rory's things.
She needed something to wear to court.
Yeah, so I figured I better bring them right over here. Now I did, so I'm done.
Lorelai, stop this. I know you're upset. I know you hate us, but...
I don't hate you. Why would I hate you?
Well, because you thought we...
You were just being you. You couldn't help it.
What are you talking about?
The scorpion and the frog. It's an old story. Scorpion says to the frog, hey, frog, give me a lift to the other side of the pond. Frog says, no way, you'll sting me and I'll die. Scorpion says, will not, because then we'd both drown. Frog says, cool. So the scorpion gets on the frog's back, and frog makes it to the middle of the pond, and the scorpion stings him. As the frog is going down, he says, why would you do that? Now we'll both die. The scorpion says, sorry, it's just my nature. Frog, scorpion.
I always thought it was a turtle.
Whatever it was, you guys couldn't help it.
Lorelai, why don't you sit and calm down?
I am calm. I'm fine. You guys must be pretty jazzed, though, huh? I mean, you finally did it. You finally got a shot at getting the daughter you've always wanted.
I'm too tired to have this conversation.
Rory, here, right under your roof. Excellent.
You're being ridiculous.
Now you get your do-over. A new and improved Lorelai. Congrats. Very well played.
Lorelai, listen to me. I know that you think some sort of con has been perpetrated on you.
Hey, it's only a paper moon, Dad.
The fact of the matter is, your mother and I were just trying to do the right thing. We're all striving for the same goal. We want Rory happy and healthy. Now, she's taken a bit of a stumble, but we can get her back on the right track, all of us together. And we're going to need your input and your involvement to achieve that.
My involvement ends here with the laundry basket.
What is that flip remark supposed to mean?
It's supposed to mean that I'm out. You've won. She's all yours. Of course, the laundry basket, I'm gonna want back.
So, Lorelai, I take it that Christopher is still out of town?
He couldn't make it tonight. Yeah.
Oh, that's too bad.
That man has been traveling quite a lot lately.
Oh, yeah? I guess.
Well, I hope he'll be around for the party your mother's planning. I know I'm looking forward to it. It's my only hope for eating a decent meal in the foreseeable future. Your mother is planning to serve Cornish game hens. Is that still the plan, Emily?
Yes, I've even spoken to the caterer about preparing a special skinless hen for you.
Oh, for heaven's sakes.
Don't get angry, Richard. It's your doctor's orders, not mine.
You know what? I'm full.
Richard. Richard! The idea that two grown men hitting a tiny ball with metal sticks is the equivalent of Hamlet? Ridiculous. But can I say anything? No, because I can't agitate him.
It is ridiculous. Golf is really more like Richard III. You know, they're all hunched over.
I'm going to go get him.
It sounds like Grandma's going full steam ahead with this whole party planning thing.
I know.
She's going to kill 400 Cornish game hens, probably with her own bare hands.
Your grandfather just had a heart attack. Your grandmother is not drinking. This isn't exactly the ideal time to tell them their one and only daughter's marriage is over.
I know.
I don't know what she'll do. She's gone bananas. I mean, for all I know, she'll throw a Molotov mocktail at me.
I know, but only you can save the Cornish game hens. Save the Cornish game hens.
Just because your father can't drink doesn't mean the rest of us should suffer. Cheers. Ah, that's better.
Mom, Christopher and I split up.
Okay. I hardly know what to say.
Really? That's great. You don't have to say anything at all, now or ever.
What's a windmill park?
It looks like Dad owns a couple of windmills in Palm Springs.
We own windmills?
Well, they're energy generators.
I had no idea we owned windmills. And if I want the hidden account bar, I double-click that arrow thing up there on the left.
Exactly.
I don't know how I'm gonna do all this.
Mom, what are you talking about? You just click, click, clicked. You got it all down.
Now, but I barely understand what you've been telling me. This is your father's job.
I know, Mom. You gotta give the guy a break, you know? He's not gonna watch TV in the bedroom forever.
No. No, he's not.
Oh, my God. I don't mean he's gonna die.
Well, what are you telling me? That he's going to live forever? That he's immortal? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm just saying, with time, you know.
It's like a canoe.
What's like a canoe?
Life.
Okay.
You're just paddling along in a canoe.
Mother, have you ever been in a canoe?
Lorelai.
Well, I just can't picture you in a canoe.
Your father and I have been paddling a canoe together for years, only now he's dropped the paddle.
Ah.
He just dropped it. Not only that, but now the canoe is going in circles.
Ah.
Without your father there, I'm paddling on my side, and the canoe is spinning in circles. And the harder I paddle, the faster it spins. And it's hard work, and I'm getting tired.
Dizzy, I would think.
You are in a kayak. You know how to do all of this.
How does that put me in a kayak?
Kayaks have paddles with things on both ends. You steer it by yourself.
Mom, you know how to do things by yourself. You are totally capable.
Sure, I went to Smith and I was a history major, but I never had any plans to be an historian. I was always going to be a wife. I mean, the way I saw it, a woman's job was to run a home, organize the social life of a family, and bolster her husband while he earned a living. It was a good system, and it was working very well all these years. Only when your husband isn't there because he's watching television in a dressing gown, you realize how dependent you are. I didn't even know I owned windmills.
Mom, now you know, and you know how to right-click.
But you provide for yourself. You're not dependent on anyone. You're independent.
I am kayak, hear me roar.
I mean, look at you. For all these years, you've done very well without a husband.
Maybe so. But I still wanted it to work out.
You know, the way I was raised, if a married couple split up, it was a disaster because it meant the system had fallen apart. And it was particularly bad for the woman because she had to go out and find herself another rich husband, only she was older now. But with you, it's not such a disaster, is it?
Guess not.
I mean, it's really not such a horrible thing that you're going to get a divorce. Not really. Oh, you're going to be fine.
Thanks, Mom.
You may even marry someone else someday. Who knows?
Who knows? Dean.
Hi.
Hi.
What's that?
It's a letter for you from Rory.
What happened? Where is she?
Just take the letter.
She went to Europe, right? Miss Patty said she went to Europe. What happened? What's she doing there? Who's she with?
Dean.
When's she getting back?
Soon, just take it.
Where is she?
Europe.
With who?
Her grandmother. Look, take it.
No, why'd she go? I mean, whose idea was it?
That doesn't matter.
It does.
Dean, please. I'm a messenger, nothing more. Just take it.
My meat guy better not screw me like he did yesterday.
Oh my God, the gutters. That's what I forgot.
I told Steve if he doesn't leave Norm by 3, he's going in overtime.
Hey, did I tell Michelle to have the guy check all the radiators or just the one in the... No, I did. I did.
No, okay. Now it's falling away.
It's starting to.
Yeah.
I hate you, Dean. I hate everything.
Let's just talk.
I don't want to talk. I don't want you here.
Sorry, okay?
You're sorry?
Yes, it never happened.
Get out.
Oh my God.
You got my... Can you not?
Dare.
Well, that's what happens when you get married too young.
Sorry. There's not much I can do.
Yeah, that must be it.
There was a lot you could have done. You know what? And you didn't do it.
I usually only get to hear about these things. I never get to see them.
Can we do something? Can we get
Look,
over
yes.
Too late. Look out the window. I hate you, Dean.
Oh, but that's nothing compared to the big town news.
Wow, what?
Suki, we just walked past Dean's place, and Lindsay was throwing his stuff out on the street. I mean, they were really going at it. I mean, it was like raging boulders, yelling and screaming
Oh,
and...
Suki, you're exploding all over the poor girl.
Oh, sorry.
And she's probably hungry. You're hungry, right, honey?
Oh, I'll whip us something up.
Oh, no, well, you said you had to go and pick up Davy, so we'll go out. You know, we'll call you later.
Okay.
Okay, let's go. It's unbelievable. It was bad. She was yelling, she was throwing things, you know, he was yelling, she called him a jerk. It was very violent and very public. Other people saw it. It was horrible.
This was not supposed to happen. You should be ashamed of yourself, what you did.
Just wait.
What did she ever do to you? Huh? How did she hurt you? Why are you doing this?
Teresa, please, calm down.
Calm down. My little girl has to come home and find your heinous letter in Dean's jacket.
Look, we're in the street.
You little monster.
Hey! Pull back, lady.
There aren't hundreds of other boys in the world. You have to go after her husband.
Okay, stop attacking my daughter right now. You're upset. I get it, but you do not do this.
She slept with my son-in-law. She broke up a marriage. Are you proud?
She did not break up a marriage.
What do you know of this?
Enough. I know Rory.
Well, all I know is that now my Lindsay is devastated. Dean is back with his parents. Lives are destroyed, and you and your daughter can go to hell.
Okay, I have got to know what was in that letter.
I told him that that night was special and that I wasn't sorry that it happened. But he's married and he has to figure out his life, so I was going to make it easier for him and take myself out of the mix.
Well, that was a very good letter.
I can't believe she found it.
We can't keep standing here.
I know.
These streets are dangerous right now.
Very.
Come on.
Hi. I hope this is okay. I wasn't sure where to call and I just had to... Are you okay?
Am I okay?
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel? I'm sorry, that's a stupid question.
No, it's not a stupid question. Let's see, how do I feel? Actually, I feel like an idiot.
Why?
Why? Because I was married, Rory. Married. And I threw it all away for someone who dumped me once and then just bailed on me.
I didn't just bail on you.
I hurt everybody. I hurt Lindsay, I hurt her parents, I hurt my parents, and now I'm back at home and you're in Europe with your grandmother and what the hell was I thinking? I mean, what am I doing? What's wrong with me?
Nothing.
I gotta get ready for work.
Hi.
Hi, were you...
I was at Lane's.
Right, Lane's. So, you're home this weekend?
Yeah, I ran out of clean clothes and quarters, so how are things?
Good. You?
Good.
You like Yale?
I love Yale.
I figured.
And Connecticut State.
It's good.
Oh, good. I'm glad it's good. I mean, not that I would have had any recourse if it wasn't, but this makes my lack of recourse a lot easier to deal with. So I see you've taken over the town.
Oh, yeah. Well, Lindsay thought she likes the gazebo and...
And it's her wedding.
It is her wedding.
And your wedding. I mean, it's your wedding, too.
Yes, it is. It's my wedding, too.
Well, it's nice. It's pretty. It looks like heaven. Or a Victoria's Secret commercial, which to some people is basically the same thing.
I didn't know you'd be home this weekend.
It was just a spur-of-the-moment thing.
Because if I had known, I would have, invited you.
Oh, well, it's...
I mean, I didn't want you to think I was just not inviting you.
No, I didn't think that.
I just figured you'd be at school.
Because you're logical.
I just didn't know.
No, I know you didn't know.
I mean, I didn't want you to think that
No, I didn't think. I don't think. I go to Yale now. They think for you.
But, hey, since you are here, come.
Come.
To my wedding. Come to my wedding.
Oh, Dean.
You and Lorelai, I want you to.
Well...
Chicken or beef?
What?
Wait, beef. Of course beef. I mean, the two of you are definitely beef. I mean, not like you resemble beef or anything.
You don't even have to...
Okay, so, noon at the church. I'll be the one in the tux. And don't worry, we didn't write our own vows and no one's singing opera. I know you think that's lame.
Oh, no, well, it's a wedding. It's supposed to be operatic.
Okay, so I better get over there. Lindsay's expecting me. So I'll just see you two tomorrow.
But
Don't drink anymore. Don't play jets. Don't jump on the furniture. Just sit still, okay?
And do what?
I don't know. Make up a dirty version of that fight song or something.
Yeah! Great idea.
Rory.
What did he say?
He is so toasted.
Rory.
Did he say what I think he said?
Hey, guys, you know what I think? I think it's real late and that maybe you ought to cancel phase 2.
No way.
Hear him out, fellas.
I mean, think about it, guys. How are you gonna beat laser tag?
Aw, is Dean sick?
He just needs his rest.
Kyle, why don't you march your friends out of here? I'll take care of the groom and he'll see you all tomorrow.
He's right, guys. Let's saddle up.
Aren't we getting pancakes?
I'm not feeling good.
Come on, big guy. What?
Here we are. She's smart, man. You know, she's so smart.
I know.
She'll probably fix the world, you know?
Right. She could team up with Kyle. Her brains, his brawn.
No, not Kyle, Rory.
Almost there.
She's the one, you know?
Come on, Dean. Just lie down there. Stop talking.
And the hair, pretty hair. She has the prettiest hair. And the head. What is that?
Just your shoes. Shh.
I miss her. Why didn't she love me?
oh, hey, I think I found the perfect wedding present for Dean. Sweet, not too personal, classy yet chic.
We're not going. What? Luke was looking for you and ran into me, and he was all nervous and everything, and then he finally just said we shouldn't go.
What does that mean?
I think it means that we shouldn't go.
He give a reason?
Not really.
I'll go talk to him.
No, Mom, he seemed really serious, and I think that if you saw him, you'd feel the same way. He was kind of upset.
About Dean's wedding?
Yeah.
So we're not going?
I think it's better that we don't.
Okay. Mystery, though.
Kind of.
Well, you got your nothing-to-do weekend back.
Yeah, got that back. Mom, Kirk's following us in a little clowny car.
He's watching out for us.
Okay.
Rory, hello, come in.
Hi, Grandma.
Oh, we missed you.
It's only been a few weeks, Grandma.
Give your coat to Eliza. That's an interesting outfit you have on.
Laundry day.
Laundry day. Everything young people do sounds like fun to me.
No, it's pretty dreary.
Well, come in. Richard, Rory's here. Hurry down and don't forget to bring the you-know-what. Forget you heard that.
Consider it forgotten.
Our trip was wonderful. We have so much to tell you.
Good.
We'll have to wait till next week to show you pictures. Richard bought this new digital camera that's supposed to be so simple a child can use it. So now we need to find a child to show us how. Are you feeling okay?
I'm feeling fine.
So, did you go to Athens on that first big European trip of yours?
Yeah.
I hope you saw the National Archaeological Museum. I thought of you there the whole time. The room with the mask of Agamemnon?
Yep, we hit that.
Interesting, huh?
Yep.
Rory.
Grandpa, welcome home.
Well, thank you. Look at this outfit. I like the colors.
Thanks, it's borrowed.
So we have quite a bit to catch up on.
I know. I want to hear all about it.
Well, I'm sure your grandmother's caught you up somewhat.
I started to.
And with the dozens of postcards she sent, you probably remember the trip better than I do.
I still want to hear your account.
Have her open the gift, Richard.
Oh, yes, please. Open it.
Oh, my God. It's amazing.
Leaves of Grass in Greek. 100 years old. Some beautiful engravings.
Well, now I have to learn Greek.
Feel the leather.
Grandpa, thank you so much.
Well, you can thank your grandmother. She helped pick it out.
Thank you, Grandma.
Dinner is served, Mrs. Gilmore.
Thank you, Eliza. You can flip through that a little later.
Okay. So, Grandpa, is it true that every restaurant in the Plaka has a view of the Acropolis?
Well, they'd like to think so, but we found this charming little taverna, Dionysus. The view was spectacular. And the ouzo certainly lived up to its name.
Did your friend Paris make interesting plans?
Not really.
And how's the shortcake?
It's fine, thanks.
I know this seems a bit basic, but Eliza found the first decent strawberries of the year. I'm so mad at California.
Well, you'd think that rain would be good for crops. It's counterintuitive.
Anyway, these strawberries are wonderful. Could you pass them to me, Rory?
So, Rory, is everything all right with you this evening?
I'm fine, Grandpa.
You'd tell us if anything was bothering you.
Really, it's nothing.
Seems as though there might be something on your mind.
Not really.
All right.
So, Grandpa, you hardly told me anything about your trip. How was the archaeological museum?
Oh, now that's it.
Emily.
What is wrong with you?
Nothing.
I asked you about that museum earlier, and all you did was mumble something about hitting it.
I should have been more expansive. I'm sorry.
You've been pushing me away all evening.
Emily, please.
You ask your grandfather question after question. You make polite chit-chat about the roast duck with the maid. What's her name? Tell her it's wonderful.
Because she made it, and her name is Eliza.
I told her to make the duck. You're enjoying duck because I requested duck.
Well, it was a great duck, Grandma. Kudos on the duck.
This isn't you, this attitude of yours. This is your mother.
Don't bring up Mom.
Look, both of you, let's try to calm down.
Why are you acting this way?
Your memory can't be that short, Grandma.
What does that mean?
Do we really have to get into this?
You should walk out that door and come in again. Start all over.
She doesn't need to do that, Emily.
We have a contract.
A contract?
We pay for Yale. You come to dinner every Friday night and you act pleasantly and decently.
You're right, Grandma. We do have a contract, but it's to come to dinner. Period. There's no agreement on how vivacious or bubbly I have to be.
You need to act like you.
I am.
This isn't you.
Look, Grandma, you know what you did.
Rory, please sit down.
I mean, what did you expect? 10 Acropolis postcards and I would forget the fact that you broke up Mom and Luke? Now, I respect our contract, and I will continue to come every Friday night and eat dinner with you, but I won't guarantee an attitude that will please you. Excuse me.
You are certainly not excused. We're not through.
We have had dessert. I'll skip the port. Good night.
Rory.
Good night, Grandpa. I'll see you in a week.
Your grandmother is to have an open casket ceremony displayed in all her glory, then is to be cremated and have her ashes divided in two. Half to be buried with her husband in the family crypt, and the other half to be put in an urn and placed on our mantelpiece.
Half of Gran is going to be on your mantle forever.
Staring at me, judging me.
You know, it's so weird. I know so little about Gran. I mean, like, what was her maiden name?
Gilmore.
No, her maiden name.
Gilmore.
Wait. You're not saying...
She and Charles were second cousins.
Ew, what?
Oh, don't act so scandalized. It was not at all uncommon for prominent families to keep the bloodlines close.
Keeping the bloodlines close? Is that what we're calling it?
Well, what would you call it?
Oh, I don't know. How about Good Morning Appalachia? I got a mighty cute sister and an extra set of toes.
No one has any extra toes.
I have a double-jointed thumb.
Remarkable. Use it to hand me some more papers, please. This is to your father. It's a carbon copy of a letter she sent to your father.
Oh. It's nice.
My dearest Richard, it is with heavy heart that I write you this letter tonight, but I cannot stand by and let you make a terrible mistake. Until now, I had thought, hoped, prayed that you would come to the same conclusion that I have. But you have not, and therefore I feel it is my duty as your mother to beg you to reconsider your impending marriage. I'm sure that Emily is a very suitable woman for someone, but not for you. She will not be able to make you happy. She does not have the Gilmore stamina or spark. She is simply not a Gilmore.
Well, sure, because you weren't directly related to him.
I don't know the circumstances surrounding your breakup with Pennell and Lott, but it is still my belief that she is much better suited for you than Emily. I know that the timing of this is particularly awkward since you are to be married tomorrow.
No way!
But your happiness is too important to me, so timing be damned.
She wanted Dad to leave you at the altar.
She begged him to leave me at the altar. She begged him in writing, and then she saved the carbon.
Holy moly, can I see that?
I can't believe this. I'm standing here in her basement, covered in dust. I'm organizing her estate and cataloging her things. I've been on the phone for days trying to make sure that everything was exactly the way she wanted it. And all this time, she never even wanted me in her family.
Man, she sure used a lot of exclamation points.
Well, fine. That's just fine because I am done.
Done?
I'm done planning and running around and calling people. I'm done with anything having to do with that woman.
But, Dad...
Skipped my best friend's funeral to golf. That's what your dad did.
Mom, we have to plan this funeral.
Find a box, throw her in, we're done.
Mom.
Better yet, throw the old harpy's carcass in a ditch. Let a wolverine eat her.
Okay, But see, finding a Wolverine near a ditch, that takes planning.
Do whatever you want. I'm gonna have a drink. Would you like a drink?
I can't do it, Mom. I don't know the system. Whoa.
I told Tilda to take the day off. Nothing's happening here.
I think every delivery boy in town would beg to differ.
What? Oh, those. Just put those anywhere. I have to finish reading The Crimson Petal and the White for my book club. Suki! What a pleasant surprise. What are you doing here?
I brought Suki so she could check what equipment she's gonna need for the wake. And who the hell are you?
I'm so sorry, Emily.
About what?
Well, about Richard's mother dying.
Are you? Huh. Would you like a cigarette?
No, thank you.
Well, then, more for me.
I think she broke.
Mom, what's going on?
I'm just gonna go to the kitchen.
Mom!
Lorelai, please, I'm reading.
Okay.
If you're going by the bar, my drink could use a little freshening up.
Your drink is fresh enough. And put that cigarette out. How are you holding up?
My feet are killing me.
How's the rest of you?
The rest of me. The rest of me is fine.
Oh, you know, Mom, she may have written that letter, but he picked you.
I can't believe you wore those shoes to a funeral.
I'm going to go get a stuffed mushroom now.
Thank you again.
Take care. Your tie's crooked.
Oh.
Have you eaten?
Oh, yes. Every 5 minutes, it seems, a young man would show up at my side with a tray of food. Your doing, I suppose.
Could be. There, that's better.
So I've been thinking.
Yes?
I'm not so sure the mantle is the best place for Gran's ashes.
What?
The ledge is too small. Wouldn't really be appropriate.
But her wishes.
Being buried with my father seems right. Don't you agree?
Whatever you want, Richard.
So there she is, Aunt Lorelai, already in her 70s, mind you. And the blizzard has her trapped.